Hey guys, it's Christy. Happy holidays. It's a few days before Christmas. I'm still putting up my tree and getting things together around here, but that's actually not why I'm doing a post today. So we are celebrating something else today. It is actually Jacques Pepin's 90th birthday. Very exciting. 90. He has authored more than 30 books, and he has been so instrumental to the way we cook today. I just wanted to give a bit of cred to him. Not that he needs it. Everybody knows that he is Jacques Pepin. I remember Anthony Bourdain saying at one point, because somebody online was kind of criticizing or at least commenting on that they couldn't believe that Jacques Pepin was doing something the way he was doing it. And Anthony Bourdain came back and said, he's Jacques Pepin. He can do it any way he wants. Basically saying, shut up. So anyway, as I said, he's written over 30 books. And what I find really interesting, one of the things I find interesting about Jacques Pepin that you may not know, is that we may have never had him as he is now, had he not been in a near fatal car crash back in 1974. So up until that time, he had been working solely in restaurants, and he had been everything from the personal chef to the president of France, and actually turned down the offer of being the personal chef for John F. Kennedy. And he opened his own restaurant, and he consulted for Howard Johnson's, if any of you guys remember Howard Johnson's. And so he was always in the kitchen working. And then in 1974, he had a terrible car crash trying to avoid a deer on the road. And it left him with his left arm not fully functional as far as working in a professional kitchen. And that's when he pivoted. I really hate that word pivot, but it really works here. He pivoted instead of being all depressed and giving up his passion. And I got to say, first of all, it's not like he doesn't have other things to do. He actually has a master's in French literature. But he wanted to pivot and stay involved in food, and became an educator and then a TV host. And now we all know Jacques Pepin as he is. So he has written, here's my pile of Jacques Pepin books. Oh, I got to get way low to get them all in there. I don't know that I did. Anyway, that's my pile, which is not 30 books, but you can tell there's a lot. He did actually write a memoir as well called The Apprentice. He started apprenticing in kitchens at age 13. And I wanted to show this one because it's so cute. I mean, look how young he is. Oh my goodness. My girlfriend and I always thought that Jacques Pepin was pretty much a hottie. You can't argue with that face. Anyway, if you're going to own just one Jacques Pepin book at this point, I would have to go with this one. Jacques Pepin, New Complete Techniques. And I go with this one just because, I mean, he really shows you how to do everything. And once you know how to do something in terms of your technique, you can jump off from there. So this book is really, it should be on everybody's shelf if you're wanting to learn how to cook. But it is not actually my favorite Jacques Pepin book. And I know that is sacrilege, but I'm saying it anyway. So my favorite Jacques Pepin book is actually this one, Julia and Jacques Cooking at Home. So, of course, I have to admit, it gets my Julia in there. But I just love this book. It is in conjunction with the PBS series they were doing together in 1999. And at this point, when they did this series, Julia was considerably older than Jacques. And he just worked with her with such tenderness. So kind. I actually told him that when I saw him. He came to Denver to visit his daughter and to do a book signing, which this one is signed. I thanked him for that. Not that it's any of my business, but it was just so sweet to see them on the screen together. And they were so funny. It was just like they were very like a comedy team almost, even though they were teaching us invaluable lessons. So I love this book. And one of the things that I especially love about it is that, let me see if I can, because it's not every page. Let me see if I can find a page that has it. Well, of course, now when I need it, I'm not finding it. Oh, here's one. Okay, so it's a recipe for grilled halibut with flavored butters. A pretty straightforward recipe, but so you get the recipe, and then on one side of the page, you get Julia's commentary, how she would do it, how she would personalize this recipe. And on the other side, you get Jacques' recommendations, how he likes to do it. And I love that about the book because it shows that there's more than one way to do it. And at the same time, it frees us up to be like, okay, how would I want to do it? Knowing, having the knowledge that these people, these masters have brought to us. So that is my favorite. Again, I know it's sacrilege being that he did so many iconic books, but I stick with this one. So thank you so much and happy, happy, happy birthday to Jacques.